I was going to start this video off with more of a but I think it's just more appropriate to keep it natural. The basis of this video is primarily to give notice to the people out there that are looking for recognition, that are looking for a way to build confidence, if they're looking for a way to just look for a reason to do better, and scared of the rejection that they may see just based on the fact that they're trying. And this is another side note. If you are hating on the motherfucker who are actually trying to do something good and benefit their life, you're the fucking problem. End of the story. But aside from that, I'll start off with the baby steps. How to, first and foremost, build confidence. Very simple, and it's very fucking easy. Your dick shits are just making it fucking overly complicated. And on top of that, not sticking to the rules that are in place for yourself to stay disciplined enough to build the confidence. Because it's not like you could just wake up one day and be like, oh my goodness, golly gracious, this feels amazing. This confidence is wonderful. There might be people out there that do that, but I assure you, that confidence is not lasting for very long. They're not going to wake up again tomorrow with the exact same amount of serotonin in their fucking brain to keep them moving in the exact same way they were moving a day prior. But there are people out there that do wake up with enough serotonin in their brain on a consistent basis to make themselves feel good, to then have that propel them to complete whatever goals that they have. And that only comes with practice. Doing the small shit first is how you build discipline. It's not a end all to be all kind of situation, but say if you're the type of person to wash clothes, dry clothes, and leave them sitting on your bed, leave them sitting in the hamper, leave them sitting anywhere beyond the place that they should actually be fucking sitting, then doing the opposite consistently would help you avoid that scenario, right? So continuously washing your clothes, drying your clothes the exact same way that you're doing, but when you're done, putting them all away. It just makes it easier. Another example is this. If you find yourself not making your fucking bed in the morning, make your bed for 30 days straight. And I'm not even gonna, I hate putting limitations. I hate putting numbers behind a goal. You give yourself 6 months to do something. You give yourself a year to complete. Like, if you're going to fucking commit to something, you shouldn't be having a deadline to when this is going to end. It should be built into your brain, solid, just rammed into your fucking brain that, hey, this is what we're doing every single day. Now, there's going to be days where you fuck up. There's going to be days where you just don't do it. There's going to be days where you can't do it. And that's okay. But if it's in your control, if it's in your fucking control, Get it done. Get it over with. Get it situated. Fix the fucking bed. So then, like, you do the small things over time continuously to then focus on the bigger things that you need to do in life and knock them out. And it's easier to do it that way because you've already proven to yourself that you're able to go ahead and take care of the small things over and over again. You're able to do the things that you told yourself you're going to do. Like, prime example is like this. If you are working out and you have if you had a buddy that agreed with you that you're going to go work out together, right? And the very first day you guys go out, he's nowhere to be found. He texts you, "Hey, I can't show up." You at first you might be like, "Okay, I'm gonna give this a try." Like, it is what it is. Situations are where situations are. Things happen type shit. Second day comes around and he gives you the exact same. He or she gives the exact same reason. How are you gonna feel then? Are you gonna continue to look to reach out to that person? Maybe some people are. Some people are willing to go about 2-3 times. Me personally, if you told me you're going to do something once, I hold you to it. If you're not there to actually complete that thing one time, and if it's out of your control, I understand. Fully understand. But if it is in your control and you made a conscious decision to not fucking do it, I don't have any trust in you. And that's the basis of this. That's the point of this. If you told yourself you're going to do something and you don't do it, and you told yourself again you're going to do something and you don't do it, how the fuck are you going to have the trust in yourself? How are you going to have the confidence in yourself to do the next fucking task if you couldn't handle doing the other 2 tasks that you told yourself you're going to do? How? That's what I said. Some people just make this shit complicated. This shit isn't fucking complicated. It's all about discipline. In building discipline is what really does help a motherfucker grow. He, she, them, whoever the fuck you are. Whoever the fuck you are. Just fucking do it. Take me for example. Look at this shit. I post my trades on a daily basis. I wouldn't say on a daily basis. There's videos that I do actually make and I need to post. But out of my control, sometimes the internet's not actually working. Out of my control, the video doesn't post. There's things that I gotta go ahead and do to make it better, to give myself the confidence of knowing that I can do it. But take me for example. I post on Facebook without any disregard, or with little disregard to how people think of me or what people think of me. If they're gonna hate, they're gonna talk shit when I'm doing good. They're gonna talk shit when I'm doing bad. I might as well do whatever the fuck is going to make my life better in the future. I might as well do it. Take whoever the fuck wants to come on, whoever the fuck wants to see it, they can follow along. That's how you like doing things consistently. Like I'm right now. Like let me show you. I'm sitting at the charts. Like right here I'm back testing. Right here I'm watching the British pound just do its fucking thing. Hello, like, doing shit consistently builds habits, healthy habits. A little story time about how this all really started. I was the kid to, like, the backstory on how trading really did become a thing for me. I was the type of person to go ahead and wake up every single day, kid, and the habit bled over into my teenage years and a little bit of my adult years. But I would have the habit of waking up every single day and jumping on the video game, doing the proper tasks that I would need to do: wash my face, brush my teeth, wash my ass, get proper, and then jump on the game. And there was a lot of other times where I just didn't even give a shit about that. You know, I didn't give a shit about the routine and just jumped straight into the video gaming. There came a time when I didn't feel like that habit and that routine was fitting me anymore. There's gonna come a time where your routine isn't going to fit you anymore, and you're gonna want to grow. Your job at that point is to look for healthier habits that you had prior to feeling that way, because getting disgusted with the old habits that you had, because then it is far easier to build the necessary habits once you start to dislike the other habits that you built and try to break them. It is easier to not want to go back to them because you're already fucking disgusted with yourself enough to say, I don't want to do this anymore. I stopped smoking cigarettes over a year ago. There was a time when all this happened and we ended up in here and I relapsed and started smoking again. But then the why that grounded me to stop smoking cigarettes came back. It made me sick to my stomach. I had a family that I didn't want that around and actually cared for. And overall, at the time, I was looking, and even now, but at that time, I was actively working out. So it was just interfering. So we were talking about me walking an hour every single day. Now imagine smoking about a half a pack of cigarettes every single fucking day and trying to maintain that habit. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't work well with each other. So I had to stop. Here we are. I also vaped on a religious basis. I tried to stop smoking cigarettes and switch to vaping, thinking that was a healthier habit. That was fucking ridiculous. But anyways, here we are today, where I don't even have the urge to smoke. I don't have the temptations. The temptations are always there, but I don't have the capacity anymore to draw myself to that cigarette. I don't have the need to hit a vape. It makes me sick to, like, I shit you fucking not. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach whenever I smell a cigarette. I get physically ill. I truly believe it. With all my whys in effect, help me change my mindset and the way I see cigarettes. And that's what you need to go ahead and do with your shitty ass habits that you are no longer that's what you need to do with your shitty ass habits that are no longer benefiting you. You need to get disgusted enough to say fuck this. And you have to have enough anger and enough fucking passion to do it. Because without those, you're not gonna be able to get anywhere. And the last thing that really that really drive it home is to have the discipline to maintain the good habits that you are already building for yourself. Because it's a bitch and a half to work 6 months on good habits to backtrack and go right back to everything. Think about it. Like, if you are a fat ass motherfucker looking to go ahead and get abs, and you finally get to a point where you can see and feel better with yourself, are you going to go back to the old habits that gave you the floppy fucking stomach to begin with? I would really fucking hope not. I would really fucking hope not. You wouldn't. But the point being is, you wouldn't want that. Why? Because you know all the hard work, sweat, and worry that you gave yourself to get yourself in that position. You don't want to ruin that for that. You don't want to go back. You want to do better, you need to do better. You need to act better. You need to be better. Right? And then we'll get into a whole nother video about like getting yourself out of the dumps, giving yourself more of motivation. I'm already cutting in 15 minutes, so I might actually have to edit some of this shit out. But for the motherfuckers that are looking to go ahead and build confidence within themselves, start with the little shit. Start showing yourself confidence. Start showing yourself that you can do whatever the fuck it is that you told yourself you're going to do. And then, and only then, that you have built enough confidence within yourself, you can start going ahead and focusing on bigger projects to then benefit your life. There's levels to this shit, motherfuckers. There's levels to this shit. You can't just jump from fucking one floor to floor third. The third floor, I'm so sorry. You can't fucking do that. You can be walking around looking at everybody that's actually made it past you and achieved everything that you ever already achieved and thought, and think to yourself, well, why can't I do that? Because you can't even fucking match up to what they've already achieved. You can't even match up to their discipline. You're over here wondering why the fuck you can't do it. It's simple and it's easy, yo. Just fucking do it. And stick to it.